Greetings. We are underway in the Nature of Middle-earth book discussion covering Section 2, Body, Mind, and Spirit. Here, you may expect to read about the creatures, the elves, men, and the Valar most notably, and how they communicate and interact with one another. The elves don't typically use more than one pronoun in the Elvish language. They use the term se, regardless of the gender of the being. Furthermore, the distinction fell between animate and inanimate objects. Inanimate objects include physical objects, or substances like metal, stone, and gold, or parts of bodies. They could be living or dead, such as legs, eyes, and hair. And grammatical abstracts, such as thoughts, deeds, acts, colors, and moods. The heart is a physical organ, referring to feelings deeper than our usual deep-seated feelings. For example, in Lord of the Rings, this was translated to heart in My Heart Tells Me. Treebeard refers to the orcs as Sinkahonda, meaning flint-hearted. This is also indicated by the tone Ore in Quenya, meaning heart or inner mind. Then we see some hand gestures, Matenguye, the language of the hands. Plaid, this is the one you see with your hands held up, and it means asking of a gift when one is raised, or signifies the service or command of another person when both are raised. Then we have hand held forwards, which signifies a prohibition or silence. Then we have both arms open wide, below shoulder level with palms upward, which is a sign for the Dunedain, means no weapon, and for the elves, 9 either hand. And lastly, we have that of open fingers and thumbs, showing a sign of distress and urgency of need or poverty. The elves also distinguish well divining, which means determination of what if, and feigning, determination of the desire to know things. Their thinking process is conscious, while their feigning and devising process is unconscious, resembling human dreams. O Sanwe Kenta is the inquiry into the communication of thought. This was also the name of the essay that Tolkien wrote, a resume of Pangdalo's discussion. It is also named after and described as the thought process of the elves and men. It came from the subject matter, Sanwe Latya, thought opening or telepathy. The Osanwe in Osanwe Kenta means interchange of thought. This matter was primarily owed to the connection with Tenguesta, meaning language. All minds are equal but differ in capacity and strength in that they perceive another mind differently. For example, the Valar, after entering into Ea, the timeless lands, cannot perceive anything outside of time but can recall the song and the vision. The incarnates, which means the elves, men, dwarves, and ents, have perceptions dimmed by the Heroa, as their Fea is tied to the body. Strengthening is either by affinity or urgency. The Tenguesta can be a drawback, though it is clearer and more precise than direct reception or verbal thought. The Heroa and Tenguesta have a similar effect on the Valar as a result of the self-arraying that Pangolo describes. Osanwe becomes more difficult and safe for emergencies when Lambe, the speech, is unavailing. This is because the distance doesn't affect the interchange of thought, while it does affect the speech. Manwë was deemed most powerful of the Valar, as the Lord of Air and Winds and primitive elder in thought. Tolkien describes the Valar as in direct contact with Eru, though they are usually addressed via Manwë, the king of the Eldar. One absolute prohibition from Eru is that the Valar should not attempt to dominate the children, even if it's for good, showing that while their power is immense, it is still limited compared to Eru. All of the Valar followed this instruction except Melkor, according to their wisdom.